What up, YouTube? TFO619 or the Future Online 619 for you non-spelling people out there. And I got the short stack for you. No, I'm just playing. I got what you're running episode 26. I mean, we rolling now. You know what I'm saying? More content. So I'm giving you guys more content. So I got deck profiles. You can tell by the title. It's, I don't know, Mew Toolbox, Mew Lock, whatever you really want to name it. It's just Mew, the new Fates Collide Mew with EV evolutions and some other things in order to lock, quote unquote, your opponent out of really using the type of Pokemon that their deck relies on. And I'll get into what they do with the list. So yeah, let's just get into it. And shout out to Cal Edge Ortiz for these sleeves, the short stack pancakes. Let's do it. I'll let you, boy. Alright. So first and foremost, it's a Mew deck. So what do you think we play? We play 4 Mew, of course. The new Mew from Fates Collide has 50 HP, free retreat, which is amazing, and it has an ability, Memories of Dawn. This Pokemon can use the attacks of any of your basic Pokemon in play. You still need the necessary energy to use that attack, so we're going to use different basic Pokemon in order to, swing with Mew. And there's a couple of other combo cards with Mew that makes it a lot easier, because at first glance you're just like, why don't you just swing with whatever the basic is? Well, I'm gonna tell you why I'm not gonna swing with whatever the basic is unless necessary, but I'm gonna use Mew. Main attacker, amazing starter, of course, with the free retreat, and just all around good card. He's much more than just a Night Marcher, and I quote that from Professor James. He is much more than a Night Marcher. Alright, so we got 4 Mew, ideal starter. Next up, we got 2 Jolteon EX. I know this card is kind of hard to get, kind of expensive to get, wherever you want it, but it's a really good card. It also has free retreat, which is amazing, so it's okay if you start with it. 160 HP. This is going to be one of the basics that Mew copies. Of course, we're going to use it really for the Flash Ray attack. It does 70 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. Wait, okay, hold on. I'm sorry, I just got off work. I'm so sorry. Okay, Flash Ray does 70 damage during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. So all the basic EXs and whatnot that's out there, it just says no damage. Effects still go through, but no damage, and it's really counter meta heavy. The next we're going to do is we're going to play 2 Glaceon EX. You know what I'm saying? This one it has 2 retreat, but it's alright. We're going to play 2 Glaceon EX, 170 HP, and it does have second bite, which is pretty cool. This attack does 10 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. That's 20 plus. That's cool. But we're going to be using Crystal Ray. So we got Flash Ray and we got Crystal Ray. Now, Crystal Ray hits for 70 HP, and during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from evolution Pokemon. So, I guess Greninja, Garchomp, Mega Manectric, what else evolves? I don't know, all that stuff. Whatever, evolutions, period, you can think of. Crystal Ray says, nah, you can't damage me. Effects still go through, but nah, you can't damage me. So we got a Pokemon that stops basics, and we got a Pokemon that stops evolutions. So, you know what I'm saying? That's really good. The other 2 Pokemon that we used for Mew, the first one is going to be a Seismitoad EX. Of course, you use it for Quake and Punch. I mean, I guess you could Grenade Hammer, to start swinging. Greninja has 130 HP and other things, but you really just use it for Quake and Punch. Double colorless, it does 30, and then your opponent can't play any item cards from his or her hand. I know Bodyguard goes through it, but it is what it is. But it's still a good combo with the Mew, because we play some other cards that help reduce the energy cost, let's say. And let's say you can Quake and Punch for 1 energy. That's really, really good. Other than the last one I should say is going to be a promo Jirachi. Another combo with the Mew is, for less energy, i.e. free attack. It does have Stardust. It does 10 damage, and discard a special energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. If you do, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. So it's really, an Enhanced Hammer and, VGC Protect, all in the same attack. So, and with Dimensional Valley, the Mew can use the Jirachi's attack for free. So it really helps with the Night March matchup and anything really reliant on special energies, Totina, which I do play, and other things like that. So the promo Jirachi is really busted with the Mew and then the Dimensional Valley. And then the last Pokemon, of course, is I play 3 Shaman EX. For setup really, but for 1 energy I could Sky Return if I guess really had to, and then return it Mew back to my hand, but I probably never will. It's just mainly used for setup, and it helps speeds up the deck. So that is all the Pokemon that I do run in this Mew Lock toolbox-ish deck. We're going to go on to the supporters and the trainers and then the energy. So of course, supporter wise, oops, that's not in order. We're going to play 4 Sycamore, of course. Ditch your hand, draw 7. I'm just going to leave it at that. If you don't know what that does, you're really, really new. But ditch your hand, draw 7. N, play 2 N. Since they got reprinted, shuffle your hand and draw amount. Both players shuffle their hand and draw their amount of prizes they have remaining. So it's a really good shuffle. It's really good. It's offense and defense in the same card. I love N. 2 Lysander, of course, or Lysandre. Pull up whatever you need. Get a couple of quick hits on something maybe your opponent's trying to power up. Every deck really runs that. I play 1 AZ to really, it's really a heal card as well as, a switch per se. If Toad gets stuck, if Glaceon gets stuck, really, these 6 cards aren't going to get stuck, and I do play Floatstone, but this is just another card kind of to reset damage, or if you start with something you really don't want to, re-pick up Shaman and all of that stuff. And then I play 1 Hex Maniac. Now, Hex Maniac shuts off abilities, what I'm saying? It's just, TFO 619, what are you doing? What do you got that Hex Maniac in there for? I'm going to tell you why I got that Hex Maniac in there for, because Hex Maniac, it's one of those cards that it's just a thorn in people's side. Turn 1 Hex. To turn 1 Hex someone is devastating. To turn 1 Hex Night March is really horrid, so because they can't use their Shaman draws and stuff. It helps with the Greninja, so they can't just shuriken everything, if you don't really have much going on, or maybe I'm swinging with Glaceon and not Mew, so to hex them out of their Giant Shuriken, retreat, Giant Shuriken, retreat, Giant Shuriken, Baby Shuriken, and then swing for this stupid insane amount of damage is really good. So that's why I play the Hex Maniac, to turn 1 and to kind of just stop those shenanigans from happening. And then play 4 VS Seeker, of course, to get all of that back. Item cards now is, did I play 4? Yeah, I play 4 Ultra Ball to get whatever I need. I play 4 Trainer's Mail to help speeds up the deck, gets the Ultra Ball, gets the VS Seeker, and the other item cards that I actually play. Trainer's Mail is really busted. Just in general, it's really good. To help speed up energy-wise, I do play 4 Max Elixirs, and we do play kind of a high energy count. So it's, when I play tested it on Sunday, this deck did really good, and being able to hit the Max Elixirs off of the Shamans and stuff like that. So 4 Max Elixirs to help speed up the deck. Play 4 Fighting Fury Bow. Bumps up Mew's HP and attack, and it bumps up all of these HPs and attack, and it's really mainly for Mew for survivability. 2 float stones, so nothing gets stuck in the active. You know, like a Glaceon, I don't want to swing with. A Toad, I'm not swinging with. And Shaman. 1 Super Rod to get my energy or Pokemon back, because, you know, people see if you're swinging with Mew and you keep using Flash Raid, you know, they're going to eventually try to Lysander your Jolteon and knock it out, and there goes that. You can't keep using Flash Raid if something that's in the discard pile. So I just Super Rod in order to get stuff back and energy if you have to discard it. Play 1 Escape Rope as well to get out of sticky situations. Escape Rope with Lysander is so good. The push-pull technique. If what could be walling me? I don't know, but put escape roping to push something, and then Lysandering up something else to pull it for whatever the situation is. I think it's really good, and escape rope really doesn't bother me because I have 5 Pokemon with free retreat, and I have float stones, and I have an AZ to get out of the situation. So I love escape rope in a deck like this. And then the Coup de Grace, probably one of the most important cards that you really need for this deck. I play 4 Dimensional Valley, I'm sorry, D Valley for short. Each psychic Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponents play 1 colorless less. So Flash Ray and Crystal Ray take lightning and 2 colorless, or water and 2 colorless. With the Dimensional Valley, it's just going to take its respective energy and then just 1 colorless. And then, like I was saying with the Seismitoad, the Quaking Punch for 1 energy is so good with the Dimension Valley. And then the Stardust, since they're both colorless, the Dimensional Valley lets me use the Stardust for free if need be. And Sky Return for 1 energy. Just Dimension Valley with this Mew is so, it's busted. It's really busted. And then my energy count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lightning, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 water. Pretty much. I did run 6 and 6, so that might be a little better for it, but I just figured, well, you know, if I'm able to get Dimension Valley, and I play 4, so hopefully I can stream them. And a lot of decks out there already play Dimension Valley, so, you know, it could be potentially dead card after whoever plays it, if not me or them. So I just kind of cut 1 energy less in hopes of being able to stream Dimension Valley, or just, you know, win the Stadium War in honesty, because Dimension Valley, like I said, with this Mew, you know, fighting Fury Belt, get a couple max elixirs going or whatnot, it's just busted. Being able to swing for 1 to 2 energy and really wreck decks, you know. And, you know, if I'm flash rating Totina, they have to stream Lysander or Hammers, or, you know, whatever. Just these 2 evolutions together are really busted, really busted. And you might even opt to maybe even try to play the evolutions with Mega Manectric. I thought about that, but I think it's a little clunky with the links and all that kind of stuff. But Mew straight up free retreat, and with Dimension Valley to lower your colorless energy or knock off a colorless energy is really good. And this deck is really fun. Like I said, I tried it out already, and it's a blast. So if you can get your hands, if you can get your hands on the Jolteon, if you don't already have the Shaman, which is really the hardest card in order to get right now, besides the Mew, I would just say go for it. It's really fun. And yeah, maybe I'll make this a battle video, and I haven't done that in a long time. Let me know in the comments if you want to see this in action, or if you want to see Zygarde, because last What You Run in episode 25, I built Zygarde with Carbon Break and Regirock. So if you want to see that in a battle video as next, I'll probably just do both eventually, but whatever the next battle video that I'll post this weekend, if you want to see this in action versus something, or if you want to see my Zygarde list in action versus something, let me know in the comments below, and I'll make that the next battle video, and then whichever one you guys didn't choose, I'll make that the later battle video. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have any comments, let me know, suggestions. I'll probably actually play this for my league, because I'm taking Totina apart. Regionals is literally right around the corner, and you know how I do. I play them like the pretty, you know, full art cards and such, and I will be playing those Junipers, hint hint, So I'm gonna take that apart and use those expensive cards to build what I'm gonna play for regionals, which is still gonna be a secret except for a couple of my friends who know. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Episode 26, Mew Toolbox, Mew Lock, deck, whatever you want to call it. Give it a try. Peace.